What is good, everybody? Vic here, YNU Vic. Um, I will say this is my first video, quote unquote, but I previously made some trade recap videos, but like over the last week, I went back and really looked at the type of trades I was taking and how I was trading, and it was just I have no words. Um, yeah, so this is just gonna be a yap video of me talking. Previously, I was doing a road to 10K challenge, 10K payout. So with that, I started with 2 accounts. I was posting regularly. I blew those. It was tough. So I wasn't really on my grind. I wasn't posting. I wasn't making the recaps. And I don't know. I'm not sure why I wasn't doing it. Um, yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna pull up my Twitter as well. X, my phone. But yeah, I just want to yap. I will be starting that challenge back again. Um, I recently just got another payout. Let me just pull up my X. I feel like it'd be easier to show y'all through here. Okay, so this is my X YNU underscore Vic. Yeah, and this is basically the same thing for YouTube as well. I haven't been here for a while. Last time I posted was a couple months ago after I just blew my 20 PA account. So very tough for me. And being quite frank, my last payout was in August. We are now in December, and I'm still yet to get another one. That was December 7th. So that was like 3 weeks ago. But yeah, this is most recent. Yeah, so on December 16th, I requested a $2,568 payout. My first payout since August. And in total time, I started trading in March. I think it was like March 14th or something like that. So December makes it 10 months. So I'm in my 10 months trading. Yeah, the payout got approved, and now let me pull up my trade rate. 1 second, y'all. And so my total amount in payouts is like 7,500 something, somewhere around that area. Um, yeah. So here's my trade rate. I During my duration of my one account, because I had to grind out through one account, um, got paid, then activated my other account. So while I was trading these, I got 9 other accounts. Was able to pass those, thank God. Then I used the money from this payout to activate these. And you may ask, oh, it's not 9, it's 8. One of the accounts I blew because the statement date was coming up, and I the statement date was coming up, and PA wasn't the best. So I had to force a trade, and unfortunately, I was not able to pass that account. So I just blew it before the statement date, because you know how Apex be with, I'm not paying $200 for one account. So I just canceled it and forced the trade, and whichever way it went, I was cool with. So now I have 9 total accounts. I'm done trading for the rest of the year. I won't be trading until next week, which is the 6th, I believe. Yeah, I just wanted to end off the year on a pretty good month. I will show y'all on my stats on TradeZilla for the month of December. But yeah, hopefully I've not gotten a 5-figure payout yet, but I will be starting next year. I will be posting every single recap I have, like, for every trade I take. So I will be consistent with that, I promise. Um, yeah, I haven't gotten a 5-figure payout. Yeah, I've gotten 2 payouts. The first one was like 4,767. And like I previously just showed, the second one was 2,560 something. So now I have 9 accounts total. And if you do the math, I'm not going for a max payout on Apex, but I'm going for a 2,500 minimum. So not a max, but around there. So if you do the math, you do the math on 2,500 times 9. So hopefully my, or not, by God's grace, my next payout is whatever that is. Yeah, I feel like right now I'm trading the best I have been in a minute. I want to go through some of the trades um I've been taking because I really went back and looked at the trades I was taking before, and like to my standard at least it's unacceptable. But yeah, I've been going through this journey and I feel like everything has happened for a reason. During those 4 months, I didn't get a payout. I was like, it was hard, of course, but it's like everything is a learning process, and you just gotta understand that. And yeah, I've changed the structure of how I trade. If you are anybody's familiar with Doji, I trade similar to that, and I also trade similar to like the mech model from PB. But again, I did not learn from them. I just noticed that we trade similarly. So in the future, I really don't want to hear anybody say, "Oh, you trade this," but I mean, it really doesn't matter as long as you're making money. But yeah, I'm just saying I trade similar to those guys. Yeah, these are some. I'm just going through it quick. I'm about to go back to TradeZilla and break that down. But yeah, these are like just better looking trades is what I've been like. Hold on, let me see if I can find previous like some of these trades I'm taking just don't make sense in my opinion. I mean, it's easier to say hindsight looking back. And this is when I had my 20 accounts and I was just red after red after red. And these were also 50Ks. I mean, at this time I was trading two 150s and the 1850s, but I really came to the realization that I'm just not a 50K guy. It has to be 150s just because for the peace of mind. And yeah, going to TradeZilla for the month of this month. Okay, so from the month of December, we had an 80% trade win rate. And this is really like I'm really happy about this because during my durate when I got my first payout in August, it took a while. I mean, this one took longer, but I'll explain why. But it took a while because my win rate back then was probably like a 65. I mean, from anywhere above like 55 to 60, there's no way it was at least a 65. I don't know. Back then I was going for 1.5 RRs, and now I mainly just do one to ones. I mean, it really just depends, but I mainly just go one to one. And my main thing was like I wanted a high win rate strategy. Like winning just generally feels better than losing. I mean, I think that's common. I want to win more than I lose, right? Everybody should at least. I don't want to do a high RR, low win rate like that. Really messes with the mental. I'd rather go high win rate strategy, lower RR, right? So on this month, 80% win rate, and that was my big thing. Like I really knew I could get up to these numbers, right? I wanted at least like a 75% win rate. Because then if you have a 75% win rate and you're taking good trades, like you're going to get payouts quicker. And that's really the main thing, like getting payouts quicker. And especially on Apex, there's consistency rules. So there's no need for me to go higher RR. So it just makes sense to just try to have a better win rate. Yeah. So 80% win rate, 12 wins, 15 break evens, and three losses. My main thing now is going break even pretty fast. If I can get break even, I'm satisfied, as in like if I can take a good enough trade to at least get break even. So now my mindset from a lot of the trades I take is win or loss. Like that's my mindset. Is I mean not win or loss, win or break even. Like the trade I should take should at least be good enough to get me a break even, and I'll expand on that in further videos. But yeah, 1.53 first week of December with a minimal loss. I really try to stick to one trade a day, but it really depends. Like if I go back to November, like again, okay, so this what I said I was gonna speak on. This whole November only came out. I'm not too mad because at least it wasn't red. But like I went through these trades and these trades were not good trades. Like I was just doing dumb stuff and trading like it was just really bad. If you go back, like if I went back and showed y'all all these trades, like wasn't following my rules, wasn't taking the same trades. Because originally when I did take my first payout, although the logic behind it, now like me looking back on it, didn't make sense. I was doing the same thing over and over consistently, and was able to end up, I was able to end up getting a payout right from that. And that was just like outside looking in, that's only off of straight consistency and taking the same type of trades each and every day, which I was doing before. But then I changed the way I was trading because I didn't like the logic. I wanted a higher win rate strategy. And on my journey to that, like not taking the same type of trades each day, like leads, or at least for me and the type of person I am, makes me feel like that's what triggers me to like revenge trade, if that makes sense. Because I'm not, if I don't have a set strategy or a set rules I'm following, when I do take a loss, it makes me feel like, dang, I just took I'm not sure how to explain it, but this was November, right? Wasn't a great month, like a break even month. It should have been a strong. I started off strong, break even week, and this it just brutal, brutal, brutal. Starting this day, no, December 1st, I changed how I started trading, and I don't believe this is luck. Like I said, like I really don't believe this is luck at all. I just started to realize what I was looking for, and I now like the trades I showed on X, like predominantly liquidity sweep, inversion, break even, so at the first imbalance. My mindset is win or break even, win or break even. And that's what I stuck throughout starting from January 1st. I mean, December 1st. I stuck through that. I did the same thing, took the same type of trades, and I felt like the results showed 1.5 this week, the first week, 2.1 this week. And I had a loss on this day. And this loss, and why I feel really good is because this loss, I loved this loss. I followed my rules. It seemed very clear, and I would take this trade over and over and over again. Like I loved the loss I took on this day. Like it actually made sense. Like I followed my rules, and that's okay. You're not gonna win every trade. I'm upset I couldn't get the break even off at least because I really like there was a higher time for an S&T. It was super clean. We swept major overnight liquidity. I'm just yapping, but I really loved this loss, and that's what I'm trying to get back to, where it's like my losses, I'm okay with the losses. Let me go break even, regular win day. So my average win day is around 1,000. Yeah, averages out to about 1,000. And my average loss averages out to about 1,000 as well. Like I said, I'm trying to go for one-to-ones, and I know I will have a higher win rate, so the odds going to play out, right? So, and this week up 2-1, right? And this week three, off 3-1, end of week 3-1. And I didn't even trade, like, again, like I said, I'm just logging trading days for my new set of accounts and have them by the time I do really start trading. Um, I already have days logged so I could get a payout faster, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I didn't trade the last 2 weeks of December and still ended off the month 6.7. So that's very, like, again, I started trading this way December 1st and didn't even trade the last 2 weeks of December. And you see the results, and I was able to take a payout. Thank you, God. Like, I feel like God been molding me, teaching me, like even off the charts. Also, during that duration of time, I wasn't getting payouts. The way I was living off the charts, I was not a fan of them. Like, and I really feel like I've been being molded. Like, I'm not trying to get into all that right now, but God really teaching me is what I'm trying to say. Like, God's teaching me on and off the charts the type of man and person I should be and will be. Yeah, so best month in a minute. I think the only other month that was better than this was probably May, but those were when just started trading future, right? It was probably May, June. It was probably June, but I was in eval, so I don't even count those as good trading. Like there was like a 3 week span, 4 week span I did not miss, but that's in the past. Great month. I'm looking forward to January. I will be posting every single recap, every trade I will make. And I have a couple goals for myself that I will, even now I'm going to say, um, once I hit, because I really know I'm gonna do this. I'm going to do this by God's grace. Like, why not us? That's the whole point. Like, that's what YNU is. Why not us? So I'm gonna put this in the air right now. Once I reach 500K, half a ticket and payouts, I will start working on like a free Discord. Everything I want to do will be free because I know it's gonna get to that point. It's like if you're able to make that much money, like why not try to help other people as well? And that's really my goal. Once I hit half a ticket and payouts by God's grace, I'm going to start dropping content. Like other than the recaps, I'm already gonna do the recap. I'm going to try to build like a whole curriculum to teach people how I trade, not necessarily how to trade, but how I trade and how I'm able to extract money from the markets. But we have to get there first. That's a little more of a long-term goal because I know I will get there by God's grace. I just have to continue. My goal for January is to at least get one payout, my first five-figure payout. Then from there, I want every single month to be better than the last. I have real goals, like real big goals. Some I won't say, but hold on, let me pull this up right quick. Like I'm saying it now, and I don't really see a lot of people do it to this extent, or at least on TikTok. I mean, you see people on Twitter. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter do this, but I want to every single reliable and reputable firm I will be trading on, and I will be copy trading everything together. Like that's the goal across every firm. Apex, Top Step. I just have a list on my phone. Let me pull it up real quick. They will be getting hit Apex, Alpha Futures, My Funded, Take Profit Trader, Top Step, Funded Next, Lucid Trading, Tradeify, and maybe Top One or maybe Funded Ticks. But I've been hearing a lot of bad stuff about a couple of those, so I'm not sure. But that's really the goal, like using Trade Copia to then um trade everything. And I know people say the risk, and yeah, once trading like that, I will mitigate risk. I will cut down on risk, but I really know it's possible. I know it's doable. I see people do it. Not to that extent of every firm. They usually go two, three firms, but I want to go every firm because it's like if I'm able, the whole point and how I'm thinking, if I'm able to get one, two payouts, I know I can do this. Now it's just working on the consistency and having more um capital. And that's really the trick to the game. I really know is having capital and being consistent. Once you're able to do that, the world is your oyster, really. Like you can, there's so much money to be made. So January 2026, I pray and I know it's going to be a great month. It's going to be a great year. You just got to be consistent. Well, one trade a day, two max. Um, yeah. What else is there to say? Yeah, I'm gonna be consistent with all the trade recaps I do take, or all the trades I take. I will be making a recap for. Um, yeah, that's really all I have for this video. I hope the video is good and the audio is better because those are things I did try to work on. But yeah, why not Vic? Why not us? And yeah, have a blessed day.